you've ever shot. CBA, it's just a better gun.
This segment's being sponsored by JLB Sportsman, custom woodworking and laser engraving. Located right here in Leoma, Tennessee, give owner Jim Brewer a call at 931-213-1455. All right, everybody, this next segment's being sponsored by our friends over at Courtney's Restaurant and Catering. 66B North Mount Juliet Road in Mount Juliet, Tennessee, or give them a call for all of your catering needs at 615-754-7548, and let Tom be sure to tell them thank you for everything they do for us here at the show. All right, welcome back to the studio. Again, I've got Drake Hemby and Westin Moss with me in here tonight, and kind of starting to pick y'all's brains a little bit about fishing. Y'all got lucky, we got to a break now, but we're getting into some baits there. Spoon, and like you were talking about throwing a worm in. Now let's talk about a lake that you don't fish all the time. Let's say you're going to a new lake. So as y'all prepare for national, I already heard earlier that y'all were 10 minutes after you got the state championship under your belt. As y'all are preparing for that, whether you know the lake that's kind of up in the air, I know, how do you prepare for that?
I feel like the main thing that goes into it, if you don't know it, getting on your maps, studying your maps, looking at all kinds of stuff, and then just kind of fishing what you're confident with. Yeah. Whatever you're confident in.
Now, what are you looking for? What are you guys looking for? If you're looking at a map, it's a lake, you're looking at this map, what's going to make you go there first to this spot, for example? You know,
definitely structure and anything that looks unordinary, that there should be just a fish sitting there, and then that'll be a starting point, and then after that, just like some vegetation or rocks or something on a bank or something that just sticks out.
Yeah. So once you kind of get visual with it after that, then it's kind of looking. For sure. Now, y'all, when you're looking at the map, you're talking about, you know, some kind of structure, something. Are you looking where a bunch of lines are coming together on the map? Are you looking for a point in the river? Are you looking for somewhere it looks like would be a current break? Is that kind of what y'all are talking about, looking for irregularities?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, something like that. What about a bait selection? So I know the other day y'all were throwing a worm and a spoon. How do y'all go about starting with bait selection? Do you just have your go-to that you're just going to throw this first every time, or do y'all put a little bit more thought into that?
I know for him, it's a buzz bait in his hand. It's his confident bait. But I just kind of get to the lake for the year, and I pick up a bait that I think will work, and I throw it around and see if I get any bites. I'll switch it up. Yeah, just anything.
Are you more likely to change or just switch colors, weights? I mean, what do you think is more important with that?
You know, usually it's probably smarter to switch to a different color, a different weight. Still doesn't work, you can switch your tactics completely. Try something totally different.
Okay. Pickwick is a good example of a lake where they can be pulling a good bit of current through there. Sometimes, you know, it might be still. The next day, they're really pulling some current. What would you guys describe be the difference in, say, you get to the lake and there's no current at all versus getting there and there's a bunch of current? Now, that's two completely different fishing scenarios. Sure. Let's say there's no current. What would you different? Let's say you get there, no water's pulling, everything's still. What are you going to do different?
Definitely, you're going to need to go shallow and fish cover.
20 buzz.
Yes, and whenever they're not pulling current, I mean, they're not going to bite as good whatsoever. If you're a deep bite, they're pretty much just going to shut completely off. So when you go shallow, that's probably the best time to go shallow, when they're not pulling any current.
Everything's still, and again, it's a great time for top water.
Yes.
Some kind of attraction bait like that. Now let's go to the opposite. Let's say they're pulling current. It's ripping. They're really moving some water. What are you going to do at that point?
I'll go offshore, go try and find a school, throw a big crankbait, no spoon. If they don't bite that, something maybe drop down to a worm, drop shot, something like that.
Okay. I mean, with the tournaments coming up now, you're out of here, man. You're heading on and to Carson, which is awesome. But Wesley, you've still got a couple years left. So,
yes, sir, I do.
I'm sure you're going to be fishing this coming season.
Yes, sir.
figure out who you're going to be fishing with, I guess, by sometime later on this fall. I don't think you'll have any problem getting people to try to come over and fish with you at all.
Oh, no.
But nonetheless, are there any upcoming tournaments that you're really looking forward to, Weston? That just an event that you look forward to each year with the High School Nation, or?
Really, I mean, it's same lakes pretty much. It's just the time of year. And I have my favorite lakes at the different times of year, like Pickwick and Nickajack and stuff like that. I can tell you pretty much how we'll catch them then too. But I haven't looked too deep into the schedule this year. But
where will we be starting out? Do you know that, where the first tournament will be this year?
I believe that'll be on Nickajack in September.
Okay, Nickajack. I knew it was September. I wasn't sure what lake it was on. Again, that's your home lake, so you got plenty of time to be getting ready for that one, man. Be looking forward to that. With Carson Newman heading out to fish down there, when will y'all start actually fishing?
I think we have a tournament scheduled in September on the Bass Nation College tournament on Nickajack. But other than that, there's really no telling when we're going to start.
Right. I'm
really
sure a lot of that's
again.
in limbo still right now.
Yeah.
But looking forward to watching you moving forward and fishing too, man.
Thank you.
What are you going to start?
Really not sure yet.
Just bass fishing right now.
Right now, yeah. That's about
be
it.
studying the art of the bite.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're going to be doing.
Yes,
That's
sir.
all right, guys. That's all right. Well, I know I have certainly enjoyed a lot of you anglers. I've gotten to meet a lot of y'all, a lot of the coaches, the directors. It's just a great organization, and I know that either one of y'all would probably recommend it to any youth that's coming up and to get into the with it. And again, it's just, you can see where it's already led these guys and so many others that we've had on the show with us here. So it's just something, kids or your neighbor's kids or your grandkids, whoever it is involved, we highly suggest you doing it. Get in touch with one of your regional directors. Several regions where you can reach out to the director and they can get you in touch with the right people. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have this week's calendar of the week and some more Southern Woods and Waters.